What's up, guys? Justin here from the Bill Coors Wellness Center, coming back at you with another stretch and mobility routine. We've got 7 different stretches / mobility exercises that we're going to go through today. Should take you no more than 5 to 10 minutes. This would be great to do on its own, or before or after a workout, or both. So to get started, we're going to do a side-lying thoracic rotation with reach. So you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to cross one leg over at a 90-degree angle. Try to pin it to the floor. If you can't exactly pin it to the floor, just try to get it as low towards the floor as you can. And then from here, we're taking our arm up overhead, and we're going to just reach down and back up. Down and back up until you get 10 reps. And then you'll switch, do the same thing. One leg straight, the other over like so. Open that chest up, start over your head, rotate down and back up. Breathing into it. 10 on each side. Once you've got that done, you're going to get into a half kneeling position. So we're looking for 90 and 90 on both legs. Make sure that foot isn't towards the middle. Keep the knee in line with the hip. We're squeezing the glute on the kneeling leg, then leaning slightly forward. Okay, you're not going to be able to get very far if you're holding that glute squeeze, which you should always do when you're doing a hip flexor stretch to actually hit that muscle. Then from here, we're going to take the hands and reach them overhead, away from that side. So we're getting a stretch through the lat and obliques on this side as well, but mainly we're getting an enhanced stretch through the hip flexor. You're going to hold 30 seconds on this side, and then switch it up and do 30 seconds on the other. Once you've got that half kneeling hip flexor stretch done, you're going to move to a cat camel. So we're going quadruped position, hands and knees. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're going to go do our scared cat, which is going to be tucking the tailbone underneath of us, trying to create as much flexion or rounding of the back as possible. When you do this, make sure you're turning your head down as you go into cat, and then turning your head up and sticking your butt out as much as possible to go into as much extension through the back as possible. We're going tucking under, and then extending 10 different times. Okay, so that's 10 cats, 10 camels. Once you've got 10 of those done, you're gonna lay on your stomach. You're moving to what are called handcuffs, or some people call these swimmers. This is a really good upper body mobility exercise. You're gonna start in a handcuff position. The important thing here is that I'm trying to get as much elevation as possible. So I'm pulling my hands up off my back, and I'm also bringing my elbows up to squeeze between my shoulder blades. This is my starting position. And then I'm going to try to extend and rotate, supinating my grip, which is palms up, head relaxed, and then finishing here, trying to raise up again as high as possible. And then I'm retracing my steps back to the start. That's 1. You're doing 5. Again, here's what it looks like. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. Once you get 5 handcuffs, you're moving to a rollover into a V-sit. So you're gonna start seated. We're going to roll back and hug, and then come out and reach. Roll over and hug, come out into that V-sit and reach. Again, roll over, hug, into that V-sit with reach. You're doing 10 of those. Once you've got your rollover into V-sit done, you're moving to a rocking frog stretch. So this is going to be spreading those knees out. Go this way. Spreading those knees out as wide as possible and making sure that the ankle is in line with the knee. From here, you're going to go down to your elbows, and we're rocking forward and backward, feeling that stretch through the groin. We're going to go 10 rocks, nice and slow. All right. Once you've got those 10 rocking frog stretches done, the last stretch you're going to do is going to be a lying piriformis stretch. So we're going sit-up position, cross the ankle over on the opposite thigh. Then we're grabbing from underneath the knee. Don't grab the knee, grab underneath of it. And then we're pulling in until we feel a good stretch through that glute and inner hip area. Hold for 30 seconds on one side, breathing the entire time. 30 seconds on the other. Give those 7 stretches and mobility exercises a try, and let us know what you think. All right, guys, have a good one.